everyone. Welcome to Prophetic Praise Report. This is episode number 20. Guys, I'm just sitting here trying to share some things. So this is live. This is not a pre-record. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first, before I continue here, I am going to go to my X page, okay, to my X site. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to share that in the comment section here, so that those of you that are on Facebook, if you want to go and watch this broadcast, okay, on X, okay, that's where I want you to go, okay? Because see, on X, we won't be censored, all right? So we won't be locked down. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to share this a couple of times. I'm going to wait for some people to come on, and then I'm going to get started. And my wife always laughs at me whenever I say I'm not going to be too long. And I'm not. I don't want to be too long. But guys, I want you guys to share this. I don't have a large audience. But anyway, before I get into what I'm going to talk about today, because this is the title of today's broadcast is Highly Unusual. Because what we are witnessing, guys, is highly unusual things that are taking place. Guys, we have a president that seems to be working overtime plus overtime. In other words, 2.0 as far as overtime work is concerned. I mean, this guy, it seems as though he never sleeps. And if you are continuing to listen to the mainstream media, you hearing everything that this man is evil, and everything that this man is doing against the Constitution, everything that this man is doing to harm you, to bring destruction. But we can see that the prophetic words that were spoken about this man is coming to pass. So, hey, your brothers and sisters out there in Christ, if you can't see that God is moving upon this man and through this man, I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm not going to waste that much time on talking about this, guys. We are witnessing some crazy, amazing things that God is doing, and he's using this man. But guess what? You know what's more important? Because see, it's not about a man. It's about God. It's about Christ. And what Christ is doing, everyone, is that he's getting ready to use you and I in a very unusual manner. You see, we are talking about Acts 2.0, and I'm going to, on my next broadcast on the School of Bass Trouble and Trouble Prophets, it's going to be Acts 2.0 Part 2, because, guys, I believe that when Prophet Kim went to 2027, that was a precursor of what Acts is about to happen. Or in other words, the Acts of the Apostles are about to take place. And I believe 2027 is really clearly is going to be seen as a return of that happened in the book of Acts. I'm telling you guys, God has been speaking, God is moving. But now, before I continue on, I want to share this with you guys. Guys, I am going to be in Houston on June the 13th and 14th with Dr. Brett and Marianne Watson. Glory in America is coming back. It's coming back to H-Town, everyone. All right. We had a powerful time the last time we were there. I mean, a powerful time. And I know that this time is going to be even greater. Guys, Dr. Manuel Johnson will be ministering. Dr. Ren Sheffman, yours truly, Dr. C.J. Ritz will be there, and Dr. Bo Poltney. As a matter of fact, man, what just happened in Atlanta, Dr. Poltney, man, he started to reveal some things, and he said, pay particularly attention to these dates, the 12th through the 14th. Guys, what just happened in Saudi Arabia? Look at what's happening now. I'm not going to go over that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But look what Trump has done. And look what, scratch that. Now, look what God has done. So I'll just rebuke myself, everybody. Look what God has done, okay? Look at what he's doing. Guys, God has said that the fortunes of Zion are returning to Zion. God has said that the wealth of the wicked has been transferred and will be transferred unto the just for a season. Guys, we are beginning to see this. It's going to happen. So, if you're going to continue to hate, if you're going to continue to deny that this is God, that's up to you. Okay, that's up to you. But I'm telling you right now, God is moving. And then, of course, we have Apostle Brandon Doris. he's going to be ministering there with us again. And that's a powerful man of God. So guys, I want you guys to be super encouraged, and I want you to register for this great event. Okay, there's the Q code there. All you got to do is scan it, register to be at this great event, June 13th and 14th. In H-Town in Houston, Texas, guys. Okay, so hey, look, let's get started. God is moving unusually in a very, very unique way. I like how God is beginning to manifest himself on people like Tucker Carlson. Okay, people that once said, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with God. I don't believe in God. But now, if you've seen some recent videos of Tucker Carlson and his transformation, let me just put it like that. It is truly happening. But guys, I want to play this video of Joe Rogan. We've heard Joe Rogan say, "Now I don't believe in nothing when it comes to God. I don't believe in this." I want you guys to check out how he was talking to this atheist, and listen to what he says. And I'm gonna release this little spoiler. I'm sticking with Jesus. Listen to this, guys. This is super cool. Check it out. Let me widen this out and make sure you guys got it up there. Yeah, here we go. Check this out, everybody.
Well, space is the ultimate who the fuck knows, because we can only see.
Sorry about that. You know, with Joe Rogan, he drops F-bombs. So I forgot that was in there. But anyway, just get past it. These guys, see, I'm not offended by that. So I just want to throw out that disclaimer. I'm not offended by it. And so don't you be offended by it, by this, because God is truly moving. Check this out.
So far. We see so far. But even so far is only so far.
Well, and then they're saying like it's always expanding, which that can't be true, because like what is it expanding into? If space is space, you know, if they're like, oh, it's like blowing up a balloon where everything's okay, but you're blowing up a balloon in a room,
right?
So what's the room that you're blowing the balloon into? And then that's in a bigger room, and then that's in this.
And then there's the concept that it's actually finite. It's not infinite, and it's some sort of donut shape. It like goes back around eventually.
But then who made all that?
Right.
Like, is there a God? Did God make this?
Or is God the universe?
Yeah, but then who made God? And then that bothers me.
Right. But
like, who made that thing?
Is that a thing that we think that, like, because we were born and we die, that we have these biological limitations that we attach to the universe itself?
That's fair.
Right.
That we see things as being built and destroyed.
That there's always been something. Well, wouldn't it be crazier if there wasn't something at one point in time? That seems even crazier. Then there always has been something. Because if it's just something, if it's just the nature of everything, there is always something, right?
Right.
It couldn't be nothing and then all of a sudden everything. That seems...
Because what started that? What kicked that off?
Exactly.
What snapped its fingers? Like
That's McKenna's great line. Terrence McKenna had a great line about the difference between science and religion is that science only asks you for one miracle. I want you to believe in one miracle, the Big Bang.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's a great line.
Yeah.
It's because it really is true.
Yes.
And it's funny because people would be incredulous about the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but yet they're convinced that the entire universe was smaller than the head of a pin, and for no reason than anybody's adequately explained to me. It makes sense.
Yeah. No.
Instantaneously became everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't buy that.
I'm sticking with Jesus on that one. Like, Jesus makes more sense. Well, space is the ultimate who the fuck.
So I'm sticking with Jesus. Come on, everybody. Did you hear that? And like I said, man, forget about the F-bombs, because this is where these people are. But you see, God loves everybody. And God is not moved by that, okay? God is not, I'm not going to listen to this guy. I'm not going to touch this guy, change this guy because he dropped an F-bomb. Come on, everybody. Wake up. God is moving. He is clearly moving, and he is moving in a very, very unusual manner. You know, the Spirit of the Lord spoke through Prophet Kim on July 11th, 2015. Listen to what the Spirit of God said. He said, he spoke these words. He said, this is what's in my mind, the Spirit of God is saying. Highly unusual, extraordinary, exceptional, unimaginable, unprecedented favor. Now, that's what God says. That's in his mind. Highly unusual, extraordinary, exceptional, unimaginable, unprecedented favor. Do you want to know what's in the mind of God? Highly unusual. I want to perform things that I did over the centuries that for some reason my people have grown cold towards, which is true in this nation with all of the denominations and all of the religious ideology. They're saying God is not doing this, God is not doing that, instead of saying what God is doing. Instead of seeking to find out what God is doing, instead of walking faithfully and saying, God, if you did it then, why not are you doing it today? You see, at least if you got that kind of mentality, God will show you what it is that he is doing today, because he is moving unusually, and he is moving in a way that you must discern. Get ready, because I'm telling you, that which is happening in front of you may not appear to be God, but it's God. Be discerning, everyone. So let's continue. He said, when the Apostle Paul was in the upper regions of Ephesus, some highly unusual things began to happen. From his body, aprons and cloths began to heal people. Where is the day of unusual miracles? Where is the hour of the opening of the heavens and God to pour out his light upon this earth? If you want that, lift your hands all over the world and raise up and say, yes, yes, yes. If you're listening to me right now, type in the comments, yes. Do you want this unusual move of God to come upon you? Do you want God to use you in a highly unprecedented way, in ways that has never been done before? I don't know about you, but I'm typing yes in right now. I'm going to do it right now because I'm ready for God to use me, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready for God to come upon me in any form or fashion that he desires. Because you see, this is the reason why I am here. This is the reason why you are here. We are here to do unusual things. We are here to do unprecedented things. We are here to do signs and wonders in the latter glory of that God spoke about out of Haggai 2:9. That this glory that is coming is the ultimate glory. It's going to be far greater than the former glory. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for it. Okay, look at how he's using Gen Z. Okay, let me just play a couple of videos of Gen Z, because see, this generation has been looked upon as being rebellious. This generation was attacked viciously with abortion. This generation has been attacked viciously with satanic worship and all of this stupidness that's happening. But this generation survived. It's here. And I want you to see that these people, these young people, are praising God in a beautiful way. Check this out.
I love Jesus. Wake up in the morning, I think about Jesus. Name of God Almighty. Jesus. Light shine for me, his name was Jesus. Die for my sins, Jesus. I wish I might know, cause I'm talking about Jesus.
Body got a billion, but my healing come from
Jesus. Cleanse me, wipe me, love me, Jesus.
I will praise
Jesus.
I got a word and I feel it's from
Jesus.
Got a crooked neck, but I still love Jesus.
I love Chick-fil-A cause I praise my Jesus.
Jesus, 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 Jesus,
Jesus.
Come on, come on. Come on, it's happening, guys. It is happening. It is happening across the universities in this country. It is clearly happening. Look at what just happened at Liberty University. I want you guys to check this out, because you see, it is clearly happening, man. Let me find it here. Make sure I got it up here like this. All right, check this out, guys. Like I said, this is prophetic praise report. We're going to prophesy and we're going to release the word of God, and we're going to put this devil under our feet, because it's time, everybody. It is clearly time. Check this one out. Now, I'm not going to play. Let me kill the video. I mean, the sound, because Facebook is trying to shut me down by copyright infringement. So that's why I'm telling everyone, if you're watching me on Facebook, and I don't have that many, it says I just got 3. If you're watching me on Facebook, go to X. Okay, because I'm tired of Facebook. Let me see if I can share my X link again. because that is right there. I want you guys to go to X because I want you guys to, it's time for us not to be censored anymore, okay? It's time for us. But this is happening at Liberty University. It's happening at Liberty University, okay? All right, now, the mainstream media, they keep pushing division. They keep pushing racism and everything like that. You know the takeover that's trying to happen in Europe, but there are a strong remnant of believers that have gathered. And what they are doing, they decided to praise God, and it doesn't matter which ethnic group you are a part of. It's black, white, Asian. They all gathered in Europe, and this is what's happening there. Check this out. Okay, I'm so I can't play the whole song because I don't want them to try to lock me down. But they are praising in London. They are praising in France. They are praising in Switzerland. They are praising in Italy. Guys, I got many videos where God is moving upon this generation. I don't care what it looks like, and I definitely don't care what the mainstream media is saying. Look, they keep regurgitating all this hatred. They keep regurgitating all of this racism and this division. But God is coming upon the media, and we're going to see the media humble. As a matter of fact, I think I got a video that's coming up very soon about the humbling of the media. But anyway, look, guys, God is moving. God is moving. And it's one other thing that I want everyone to be aware of. You know, I saw some things that I was going to present here today, but then I felt a quickening in my spirit to authenticate some of these things about some of these judges that are being under investigation, all of this stuff that I'm seeing across social media. So I decided to investigate it, and it turned out not to be true. Guys, information is readily available to us today. It's a good thing, but also bad information is readily available to us. So we have to discern and we have to research. Do your research because, like I said, God is moving, but there's a lot out there that can be deceptive, and that's what we need to be aware of. So continue to seek and trust God. But, okay, the media keep pushing racism, lies, lies about the illegals and all this stuff that is happening, okay? Hatred towards Trump, saying that he's a racist. But let me ask you guys something. Let me ask you something. And like I said, I don't have too many people on right now, but that's okay. I want you guys to share this. But let me ask you a quick question, because I was going to share I was going to share this with some people to get some people on. But, I'm not concerned about numbers, because the Bible said, well, one chase 1,000, two will chase 2,000. I'm telling you something. We are chasing some devils today. We are clearly chasing out some devils today. All right. But they keep saying that this man is a racist. You heard about the South African refugees that this administration said come out of that oppression. And so now the media is saying, you see how racist he is? You see how racist? He's inviting these white people over here, but then he's kicking all the brown people out, the Mexicans and the look, these people came over illegally. They came over illegally, and most of these people have broken laws, and they are still breaking laws, but yet and still they are lying to the American people, or those that will continue to listen to their lies. They're lying to you, got you thinking that this man is such an evil man, that he is such a racist. Here are these white people that's coming over from South Africa. They are being murdered. Their lands are being stolen from them because of apartheid. But apartheid ended in 1994. As a matter of fact, when I went to South Africa for the first time, it was in 1994. It was 3 months after apartheid ended. I was thinking that I was going to see some crazy white folk. I'm talking about, I was thinking that I was going to see some white people over there that make these white races over here, as far as Jim Crow, and as far as that time period when America was dealing with those racist people. Okay, I was thinking that they was going to make these white people here look like Barney and Friends. because apartheid was tough, man. It was crazy. It was super crazy. I got over to South Africa in 1994, just 3 months after apartheid ended, and I saw not one residual of that evil. Everybody that I met, I was in Port Elizabeth, I was in Durban, I was in Cape Town. Okay, I went to those places. I didn't see the residuals of that hatred. Everybody, and I'm talking about not just church people. I'm talking about walking in the malls. I'm talking about just walking around in the city. I didn't see that. I didn't even witness that. I didn't even sense the hatred that we were picking up. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't there. I'm not saying that, because it was, because I worked for a South African, and he understood it. He witnessed it. As a matter of fact, he fought against it. As a matter of fact, he prophesied that it would come to an end. And a lot of people said, you done lost your mind. That will never come to an end. He prophesied it as a young prophet when he came to the Lord. And guess what? It ended in 1994. So that's the reason why we went back over there to pierce through the darkness. And we got over there and we witnessed nothing but some beautiful, beautiful people. But now these white people are being persecuted for the past sins of people that are not even alive today, most likely. And those people are being persecuted. And so the media is saying, you see, he's sensitive to white people, but he doesn't like brown or black people. Let me play this for you, okay? Those of you that want to continue to hate, you probably never even heard this yet. He did it the first time, and the media squashed it and had so many black people saying, yes, he's a racist. He hates black people. Now he did it again. I want you guys to check out what he has done for the HBCU. No other president has done this but this racist. Check it out.
Sir, during your first administration, you made promoting historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, a major priority. This executive order takes existing law on HBCUs and brings it into effect. We're going to be setting up a White House initiative on HBCUs. The basic idea here is making sure that every aspect of your administration is working to ensure that HBCUs are able to do their job as effectively and as efficiently as possible.
Hey, the racist is signing a document helping the historical black college and universities here in America. Yeah, this racist.
Sir, during your first administration, you made promoting historically black colleges.
Okay, so, hey, I don't know. You tell me. Does that look like a racist? But if you want to continue to say that, that's okay. I'm telling you right now, the mainstream media is the enemy of the people, and they are enemies of the cross. But know this, God is coming up on this mainstream media, and I'm telling you right now that he is exposing their lies. He's exposing everything that they have lied about. Look at this right here. They keep talking about everything but what this man has done. So within the last week, guys, and I'm going to end with this. Within the last week, all right, have you heard that there's some senator or congressman that was trying to invoke the 25th Amendment against Trump because they saying that he's cognitively challenged? That's comical to me, right? That is very comical. But guys, all of this stuff is demonic. That's what it is. Those people that were chased out of South Africa, being accused of what happened during the days of apartheid, they are being murdered and being stolen from. That's demonic. People that are still trying to play the race card the way they are trying. Jasmine Crockett still trying to play the race card like they are playing it. That's demonic. They know not, well, I'm not going to be that gentle, but I will say this. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. But this is instigated and being administered by the kingdom of darkness. This is devilish stuff. Because, look, we're living in a time now that blacks are not oppressed the way Jasmine Crockett and all of these people are trying to continue to say. No, it's not that way. As a matter of fact, if you've been voting Democratic for all of these years and you still stuck in the ghetto, and I'm talking about some very smart people, okay? They very wisely were able to take the man out of the structure of the black family. Remove the man from the home. Once you remove the man from the home, then you got a splintered home. You got a house that is divided. You got a house that is not built upon a solid foundation. Okay? And that's when the black community began to suffer greatly. They were very sly at doing this. Okay? So I don't want to get on that much, but I just want to tell you that they have been lying to us constantly. It's time for us to wake up, everyone. They keep saying what this man is not doing. They keep saying that this man is doing this, he's doing that, as far as being destructive to the nation. But within 1 week, you know what this guy did? He brokered a UK deal. Okay, he brokered a China deal. All right, as far as these tariffs, he released an American hostage without exchanging anything. He said, get him out of there. Okay, he brought ceasefire to India and Pakistan because they had got into a little tiff there. All right, ceasefire with the Houthis. And now he's going to meet, I'm sure that this is going to happen, that he's going to sit down with Putin and Zelensky. Who knows what's going to happen, but his focus is ending that war. And there's a prophetic word about a president that will be decisive. He will make decisions. And this man will fight for us in our night. And during his presidency, there will be no more war. No more war. And so we are beginning to see all of these things materialize. And then today, he signed a very powerful and beautiful deal with Saudi Arabia. But I will say to you, President Trump, as a prophet of the Lord, be very watchful. Be very watchful. Keep a watchful eye upon this that just occurred. I'm going to say that as a prophet. I hear that in my spirit. Be watchful. So everyone, continue to pray for this president. Continue to pray for what he's doing, because there are many that will come in that will say, I'm friendly, but they are there to be to bring harm. Okay, so we have to plead the blood. Don't forget, continue to plead the precious blood over this president. But look at all the stuff that he did in just a week, guys. In just a week. He started all this, and now all of this is done. I'm going to end with this. All right, this should bless you. Check this out.
Look, we told you the next 100 days would consist of peace deals and trade deals, and that's exactly what we have seen. The president announced last week the big trade deal with the UK, as you mentioned. Now we have a first deal with China. Just yesterday, the president announced the release of the last remaining American hostage in Gaza, Eden Alexander, who will soon be united with his loving family. God bless him. That's thanks to President Trump. We also negotiated a ceasefire with the Houthis, and President Trump was instrumental in negotiating a ceasefire with India and Pakistan. This is all in the last week. President Trump and his team are working incredibly hard on behalf of the country and the world to secure peace deals and trade deals. And don't forget, we have a tax deal coming too. The administration is working with Capitol Hill to sign the largest tax cuts in American history right now.
Wow. I don't know about you, man. I don't know about you, but like I just said, we have to continue to pray for this man. We have to pray for his family, pray for his cabinet, pray for his administration, pray for this country, pray for every leader, every senator, every congressman. Plead the blood. Plead the blood, because what the blood is doing, and it's doing, and the blood, you can't fight against the blood. Plead the blood, because what it's doing is exposing all that is wicked. It's exposing all of that is there to bring harm, to steal, kill, and destroy. And it's bringing salvation and deliverance. That's what the blood does. That's what the blood is doing. So let's continue to plead the blood. Okay? Continue to do this. So hey guys, I'm going to end it right here. I did have a video that would just show you how the mainstream media, CNN, had to eat crow, but I'll do that tomorrow. They had to report what is happening with the economy. They keep talking about that inflation is bad, this and that is bad, but they had to. And, as a matter of fact, I keep trying not to be too long, but you know what? I'm going to have to share that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to have to share this because, let's see, I think I pulled it up here. Yeah, I want you guys just to see this. CNN, they had to say and report what God is doing. Check it out. And then I'm going to end with this. I promise. I'm going to end with this. Check this out.
This morning, the opening bell just rang moments ago on Wall Street, and investors are responding to brand new inflation numbers. You see a little bit of a mixed bag there. NASDAQ up, S&P up, the Dow down just by a bit. But there is new data that just landed from the Labor Department showing inflation year over year actually slowed to the lowest annual inflation rate since February of 2021. CNN's Zane Asher wearing the color of money this morning for us. What can you tell us about that?
Doing that, by the way.
You do. You're the money lady. You got to.
So anyway, I don't want to hear anything else they have to say. That's what I wanted you to hear. Guys, let me tell you something. God is moving. So continue to plead the blood. Continue to seek, okay, and trust in God, because God is returning the fortunes of Zion to you and I, the people of Zion. Okay? So I want you to know that you're somewhere in the future and you look much better than you look right now. And when Jesus is in effect, Jesus is clearly and surely by your side. We put that devil in check. And once again, I just want to share this before I sign off. I'm going to be in Houston, Texas. Okay? H-Town, June 13th and 14th with Dr. Brett and Marianne Watson, Glory in America. I'm going to be there with Dr. Manuel Johnson, Dr. Ren Shuffman, yours truly, C.J. Ritz, Dr. Bo Polney, and Apostle Brandon Doris. We're going to be prophesying, and we're going to be piercing the darkness over Texas and over this country. I'm telling you right now, God is moving, guys, and I want you to scan that Q code. I want you to register for this great event because, man, God is moving. And I'm telling you, guys, we're about to reap this glorious harvest. We are about to reap it. So I am super excited about that. And let me see who's on here right now. Let me just say, Chappie, I think that's how you say your name. He's there. Kenneth Ring, hello, brother. Patty, hello, everyone. Terry, all right. Thanks for joining on. Hey, guys, I want you guys. Hey, cuz, if you're still on, Johnny. Hey, if you're still on, what's up, cuz? Hey, get all of the rest of the family to check out my messages, man. Y'all, you know, come on and listen to your boy here, all right? Okay, I'm talking to my cousin Johnny Deal. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. I want you guys to be blessed, and I want you to know that we are truly winning. This is the hour of the 2.0. Let me just put it that way. Love you guys. Peace.